All right, guys. I promise it won't be too long. I just wanted to start doing like start like sharpening my algorithmic thinking and all that. So like we're gonna do a a Leetcode question today. Probably gonna do a pretty easy one. Probably two some. I haven't done any Leetcode questions for maybe like 3 or so months. So we're gonna see. I've done this one before. Set to um a new, what do you call it, a new session basically. So like back to my, so if I go back to Leetcode and I go to problems, you can set sessions here. So I have it for just this. I made a new session called vlog, which basically resets everything because in my other sessions I have a lot of questions done. So we're just gonna go back over in a fresh session and like practice. So one thing it does do is that you call it. Let me figure this out, and then I'll probably fast forward this part. He's setting up everything because I like Solar Rise Dark better. Okay, so we are doing two sum. Because it's the easiest one to do. Okay, so two sum is basically we're given an array, or in this case, a Python list, which is basically a dynamic array if you code in Java or anything like that. And right now we're given an array of integers nums and a target integer. So basically what we want to do is add up two nums in that array to this target integer. And well, we're returning indices. I don't remember doing that, but I guess we can do that in Python. You may assume that each input will have exactly one solution. Okay, so basically it's saying that every input it's gonna give you is gonna have exactly one solution. So you'll never have an input where there's no answer. Oh, you may not use the same element twice. Oh, you may not use the same element twice. So that means like, like for this example 3, if you have 3 and 3, target is 6, you can't use the same element like the first one twice. So I gotta really think about that one. Okay, think about how to code that. Wish to use a better example for this one, but okay. You can return the answer in any order. Okay, so it's basically saying, okay, we're gonna get this. Our target is 9, so in this one, 7 and 2 will be the first two in the element would be, or in the array would be the actual answer, because 7 plus 2 or 2 plus 7 is 9. So we're returning 0 and 1, which is reflected here. Okay. So, and the reason I chose Python is just everyone should use Python when they're um doing interview questions. Just the easiest way to do things. It's just Python abstracts so much stuff away from you that you don't have to think of, and it's like so close to spoken language that it's like really easy to code in. Okay, at least for this type of stuff. So we have nums. So my initial thought would be to do some sort of hash. So for that, we're gonna do like a dict is a, what is it called, a keyword in Python. So we're gonna do like scene dictionary. And so that initializes our dictionary and empty dictionary. And after we do that, we're gonna want to, oh, big O for this. Big O cheat sheet. I remember this one being the best one I could get was basically from before was O of n time. I don't think, I'm not sure if it's possible to do O of 1 or O of log n. I think the best you can do is O of n time, but correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Let's do that. So let's try for O of n time and space complexity. So this one, what I'm thinking is if you do, wait. And then, okay, so this one is what I'm thinking is we're going to go over the array nums, and add it to our scene dictionary. So we're going to add for loop through nums array, right? And then add if elements not in scene dict add. Oops. Okay. Okay, so if it's not in there, add it to there, because then we're going to use that to check for like a complement later, because my thinking is we're going to add them all up, and then we're going to go again, we're going to for loop through the nums array. And if there's a complement, meaning there's a there's the number that is the basically if there's a number that adds with the other number that you're currently on to equal that target, we're going to return those two. So you guys will see later in the process. So with this, okay, sorry, to make sure. So now we got to do a for loop for I. We think so. We're doing indexes, right? So for index in okay. So what this is basically doing is we're looping over the array, but we're gonna get the index. So the looper variable, I forgot what this is called in Python. The I forgot what this variable is called, but it's the variable that's dynamic and changes with each loop. So this is going to be the actual the index number, because we're going from we're using the range length of num, and this gets the length of nums, and then range, what that does is starts from 0 and goes up to that length. I think it's exclusive. It should be exclusive. We will find out at the end. Okay, so then now we're grabbing each index. So once we grab the index, we're gonna have to see if it's in the scene dictionary that we instantiated. Forgot what it's called. That we declared up here. So if nums idx, so this is just grabbing the element and that index from the nums array right here. So whatever element that it's looping through currently, grab that element. If that is in, I'm pretty sure that's the right syntax for this, to check if it's in the dictionary, because this is a O1. This is a constant constant time. Pretty sure that's how you do it. Or is it O1 time? Oh, because the dictionary, you can look it up instantly for whatever's in there with the key. So right now we're just gonna pass it because I want to write the else statement first. So else, so if it's in there, do this. Else, so if it's not in there, I'm pretty sure it's here. Already searched. So we're just gonna go and look. Ah, it's wrong. So dictionary name and then the key and then the value you want to set to it. So we do dictionary name, which is key. Key is going to be our, so it can be either one here. Well, actually, no, it can't because we're checking for the actual value. So the key actually has to be the actual value. And then we're going to set the value to the index just because it's actually going to work out great for us because we have to return the indexes at the end. So I'm going to set that value to that index. So it's not going to overwrite, right? So like if there's two of the same values, I'm not sure what it'll do there. I'm pretty sure it's just going to overwrite it, but it'll still return the right answer at the end. But it's not giving us any restrictions on what indice to return because it says to return the indices, but it doesn't say to return the first two indices that show up. So this shouldn't be an issue. And now if it's in there, you know what? We can just do, let's just do two for loops, just easy to digest. So this for loop, what it's doing right now, it's adding every indice in here, and then it's getting every, it's for looping, it's looping over the whole array, and then adding every element and their index to that array. So if we print it and we look at it, it'll be like, yeah, it's the wrong answer, but I just wanted to see the standard out of it. So it's, so the input was 2, 7, 11, 15. Target was 9, 2, 7. And you can see here that it's the 2 is the value for the key 2 is 0. That's because it's in the 0th position. Look, all the other positions are reflected here. So it's pretty, it looks pretty good, that logic there for me at least. So now we can just simply for loop again with the same logic, right? And then once we for loop it again, so this is like going against the laws of dry, do not repeat yourself, but I mean, this is the simplest way I can do it for this video, not make this super long solving time for me. So this, oh then, oh, okay. So then we do, we're gonna have to set a, so we set the complement, right? Again, this is the this is that number that needs to be added to the current number to equal that target. So okay, we're setting the complement. Once we have that complement set, if complement is in, I don't like that it's name. Okay. If complement is in scene, actually I gotta keep. Okay. If it's in there, we're going to return the actual, so return complement. So for this one, it'll be the underscore thing of complement because we set the keys as the actual value and or the keys as the actual number and the value as, so we were gonna value, and then we're gonna return index. And then this should run it. So this should work. Oh, I'm typing it like it. This should work. Yeah. So this works for that. I'm pretty sure it won't work for all cases because we don't have any logic. Yeah. We don't have any logic for it working with a, oh, this is a good example right here. For see, our output was 0, 0 because 3 plus 3 is 6. What we want is 1 and 2 because 2 plus 4 is 6. So this is a good test case to actually put. Oh, if we run it, it's going to give us the same answer, but just one. Okay. So what we can do is we can say, and we add a little conditional to the if statement, and this pretty sure work it. I think the bank. Yeah. Okay, that works. Yeah. So this should work. Yeah. So one way, okay, it's faster than 96.97%. So I would think, so this one is big O. So it's n time with O of base, because even though there's two for loops here, in the grand scheme of things, these run times, I forgot how it's explained. It's like you just add them together. So it's like O n plus O of n, pretty sure. And that just equals like 2 of n, which and then you get rid of the coefficient, and that just goes down to O of n time. And it's O of n space because worst case, well, all cases, it'll always be the nums. This dictionary will always be the size of the nums array. And yeah, there you go. That's how you do that. And real quick, let's see if I can quickly fix this up. If I can't, I'm probably just gonna cut it. That take too long. So one thing I'm seeing is what we can do is we can add code right here, right? And then we can do else. And then on as an indented language, comment this out, and we'll see. Pretty sure this is not repeating myself, and this according to dry standards, and it works. And yeah, there you go. Faster than 78%. So did it get slower? It got slower. But then, like, I guess the latencies could be an issue, like internet connection and all that. See, it takes up basically the same amount of memory, and it's only 8 milliseconds slower. There you go. Hope you guys learned something. Now, on to the walk.